Hello, welcome to Reviews, Riffs, and Reactions. My name is Nick.
I'm Brendan.
And today we're reacting to Slit Wrist Savior by Carnifex.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So this is originally off of their first album.
Dead in My Arms.
They re-recorded it for fun, I guess.
Yeah, very interesting. I guess it's kind of like the contrast of like the old and the new, where I always tell myself, like, because you know, I'm a guitarist and I'm always practicing and I'm trying to do things, and when I first started or when I'm first trying a new technique, it's really shitty, and then after a couple of weeks the technique's better and I'm just like, wow, that sounds so much better. I wish I would have recorded like day one where I was really shit to my progression. And I'm always assuming that like the bands progress as they go along, and they do. They sound better. They get, you know, they find their vocal range. The guitarists find their good riffs.
Yeah, their sweet spot.
And then we're, you know, 15 years in the future where the recording equipment and everything on the computer is done so great, but that takes away from the soul of the music. Back in the day when it was just like, hey, your boy's gonna record an album, let's hang over this mic swinging from the roof, and I'm just gonna hit record and you guys do your thing, and then they're like headbutting the wall and shit, and then they tell you in the behind the scenes footage, like, the reason we got that sound was because I threw Scott's head into the freaking ride cymbal, and you can't duplicate that. Yeah, I was drunk as shit and I was screaming and I lost a tooth. Like, you hear all those crazy stories about, like, because again, it was the band in their like rawest form.
Yeah.
And this Dead in Your Arms, the first time I heard this, I was actually hanging out with one of my drummers at the time, and we went back to his apartment, and we were just like drinking and playing Halo or something, and this was playing in the background, and of course I'm sitting there just like, man, I love you, man. What the fuck is that noise? This shit's great. Turn that shit up. Where is it? And he was like, this is Carnifex, dude. You don't know what Carnifex is? I was like, no. Then as I listened to it, of course, being a cool dude, he was just like, take it home with you, man. I want you to listen to that. It's a burn CD, even like it was valuable or something. But I started listening to it, and it was fantastic. And that's how I got into Carnifex, real early, right away. And I was instantly in love with their sound because of how aggressive and angry and punch people in the ears it was. So that's great that I'm gonna hear an old song but new.
Yeah, I don't have as great of a story. I literally just found Carnifex when one day you asked me if I'd heard the new album.
Oh.
And then I was just like, Carnifex? Is that like Carfax?
Did we get a Carfox with Carnifex?
And then you were like, no, don't be stupid. Here, listen to this. Except you didn't give me a CD, and you were just like, go home, listen, look it up on Spotify.
Yeah. Go home and look up the band and quit being weird.
Yeah, and so I don't even remember the first time I heard this album. I just know I went back and like listened to all of the older albums at that point, and one of them was this.
Yeah, one of them was this. I'm glad it's the Graveside edition and not in the Grave edition.
Yeah,
when the dirt gets in your ears and shit, and there's worms in your cracks.
It makes it really hard.
Yeah, it makes it hard to pay attention to the quality of the song.
Anyway, now it's my turn to tell you to quit being weird. Let's listen to the song.
Let's listen.
You can really tell that this came from a different time. There's so many pinch harmonics in this. It's comical.
Yeah, there's a lot of harmonics in this song for sure. I'm actually glad that I guess Scott's approach here was to like keep the vocals the way they were, where you can't really understand what the hell he's saying and he's just making like loud aggressive noises. Because every time a band tries to re-record it, they like take away from just like, I always call it like unnecessary just noise. Like sometimes you just need noise. That's what I always describe it sometimes with Carnifex, but mostly with like Chimera. Their earlier albums, like he's doing like this obnoxious scream, and the drums are just, everything sounds super obnoxious, which makes it super cool. And when people listen to it, they're just like, oh, this is terrible. I'm like, shut up, it's awesome. Because I don't know if that's, that's just something about how us metal people do things. Like we listen to things and we understand it and it makes sense to us and it sounds good, but to an outsider, they're just like, get my holy water, this is scary, it sounds terrible. And listening to like early Burn the Priest and Chimera, like again, that stuff is like really annoying to people that don't listen to metal.
Burn the Priest is like insane.
Yeah. That's what, whenever I was riding in the car with somebody I did not like so, like I was taking a boss to the store or something, I'd just be like, yeah, this band's called Burn the Priest. And they'd be like, what the hell? Why do you do this to yourself? I don't like brain cells. But anyway, again, I like the vocals and the drums sound really clean, which is good. And then back in the day,
it still sounds like really raw though.
Yeah, everything sounded a lot more muffled, and it's weird to hear it clean. Like there's so much, it's just clean, but it's still dirty. So. Oh yeah.
Fuck you then.
My God.
It's so great. It's so good.
Scott's voice is on fire in this recording. Like, you can really tell like he hasn't lost like anything.
Yeah, that dude's got the power and the Graveside power.
Yeah.
Well, again, it's really cool. I'm really enjoying myself. This is like bumping into an old friend from school, but it's not the weird awkward one where you kind of like go, "Oh, hey, what up?" And you
after
don't
1 minute of
their
talking
name.
to him, you're like, "Oh God, why did I say anything?"
And you're just like, "Oh crap, I have diarrhea," and you got to excuse yourself and go back to your car and leave your groceries because you don't want to talk to them. But this is like finding that cool dude that like, "Oh, hey, remember all that crazy shit we did? Hey, remember when you put glue in your nose and you sneezed and it got all over my face?" And then you're laughing and you're having a good time and you enjoyed. Again, it's an old song that's new, but like I'm enjoying how good it sounds.
Yeah.
Like, I remember this song, but I don't really remember this song because I haven't heard this song in a long time. I don't remember the last time I jammed the first album because I actually owned a physical copy of that, and it's probably been lost in the void for probably at least 5 years. So, being able to hear it again, it's new, it's exciting, but it's old and it's, you know, it's nostalgic.
Yeah. This actually feels like everything that I would want it to feel like. A lot of times when I hear like re-recordings, it doesn't feel like it's something old and new at the same time. Like, it feels like they were just trying to take something old and just make it new. But this is like perfect. Like, it feels like I'm listening to the old song. It just sounds better.
Yeah. That's, again, really impressive. And yeah, Scott is fucking melting the microphone.
Yeah.
What the hell?
That dude reached deep down inside and pulled out 2010.
Chunks and shit are flying out, and the people in the front row. And that show looks so fun. God, it's been such a long time. Such a long time. I think the last time I was at a show, it was Chelsea Grin and Carnifex.
Actually, one of the last shows I went to not last year, but in 2019, one of the last shows I went to was Carnifex.
Yeah. They know how to have a really good time. They got a really good stage presence, and again, to hear one of those old songs brought back like this, oh man, that'd be great. I'd definitely.
Yeah. I would totally love to hear like the first couple albums re-recorded.
It'd be really cool, especially if they all sound like this. My goodness.
Yeah. Whoever did this recording, like, it's spot on. It's so good.
All right, let's finish this bad boy up so we can make fun of them.
My neck can only take so much more.
Let's get our Kegels on. You sons of bitches.
Fantastic.
I was just going to stream your album on Spotify because that's how I roll, but if you're just like, you buy the physical copy, you get this Graveside Confession Slit Wrist Savior. I'm about to buy that album in addition to streaming.
Oh, yeah. God, that was good.
Yeah, that was really good.
So good.
The past and the future. And yeah, usually it's done poorly, and I'm listening to it and I'm like, yeah, again, it's missing their flavor. They're missing their fire. I guess they've just always had the demon.
Yeah, they're just, they started the fire and they're still on fire.
It's just in the middle of being on fire.
Yeah, that was so good.
Very impressive.
Yeah, it literally sounds like they just practiced that song a lot, and then like whatever 14 years later or whatever it's been since that album came out, they were like, now's the time.
Yeah.
Now we'll record it. It's perfect. Because, yeah, oh my God, everything sounded so good.
Yeah.
Like I said, like it still sounded raw. Like the guitars sounded raw. Like everything sounded like a young, pissed off band. And then Scott literally just like, he just like reached deep down. And he was just like, okay, bring MySpace deathcore vocals out.
Just gonna slam some of these Tootsie Rolls and make my spit extra sticky. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, but yeah, that was great.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
I can't wait to listen to that again and again and again.
I know, and we only have a few weeks. New album comes out at the beginning of next month. That is something I am looking forward to. So that was Slit Wrist Savior Graveside Edition by Carnifex. If you like the song, let us know in the comments below, and if you got anything you'd like us to react to, let us know that as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll be back with another video. Bye.